Welcome everyone to SLOconf Day 4, final day, 2022 Daily Stand-Up. I'm your host, Kit Merker, and I'm here with Urza. Say hi, Urza.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the last day.
Are you ready for it to be over?
Well, I'm going to miss it a lot, but we have so much, although it's over, we still have, I assure you that half of the people haven't even watched all the talks because there are so many. So yep. SLOconf is still going on, and there's so much more that's going to happen after this. So it's going to be nice to keep growing the community.
People were afraid that we were going to delete all the content today, and luckily that rumor has been squashed. So no, we're not. You can keep watching all the SLOconf content from this year and last year. Great. Well, first of all, before we end the conference, we want to thank all of our sponsors. So I want to say thank you to all the SLOofficial sponsors. It's been awesome having you here this week at SLOconf. And let's see my slide updates. Oops. The Slow Burn sponsors, thank you everyone for being here and being a part of this event. It's been awesome having the commentary and the channels, discussions with everybody, the Slow Burn sponsors, and of course, our Slow Steady sponsors as well, supporting the event. Everybody, please, round of applause for our amazing sponsors. We couldn't do it without them, so please say thank you to them, and big props for all of these sponsors. Our media sponsors covering the event, and I know that there's some coverage coming out soon, giving some more details and information and interviews with people at the event. So that's very cool. So thank you to all of our media sponsors. Well, a lot happened this week, Ayers. It feels like it's been a very long week and a lot has happened. So let's see, let's recap here. So first, we have all the tracks, of course, 4 tracks and 60 talks. So plenty of content, 61 talks, maybe even, I think, to go check out. Then Monday, we had Brian talk about the state of SLOs 2022. What did you think about that, Urza?
Oh, that was awesome. It was really nice to see the results. I know that's a survey that it's taken quite some time to work on just to get the right, formulate the right questions, to get the right answers, or get the answers. So it was really good to see those being presented during SLOconf and see people react to it. I saw some people share it on Twitter, discuss a little bit on the SLOconf channel, and we can still keep the discussion going, although we presented this on Monday. So that was awesome.
Yeah, and that report's available for download on the Noble 9 website, so we can share that link as well. So if you haven't checked out the actual detailed report, there's a lot more details than we even shared in the meeting the presentation with Brian. And then Slow DLC, we announced that yesterday, slowdlc.com, and one of my little pet projects, but I'm very excited by Slow DLC and all the companies. We heard from Jason Greenwell from Ford yesterday. So if you didn't see that interview, go check it out from the Daily Stand-Up yesterday. And then on Tuesday, what happened Tuesday?
On Tuesday, it feels like a lifetime ago, although it wasn't a lifetime ago. We had, we had the panel.
Yes.
The panel was going on Tuesday. I'm trying to think, but we had a bunch of people from different organizations join and discuss on a panel. It was hosted by Carrie Malik, who's also speaking on SLOconf. We actually had 2 SLOconf speakers join that panel, so it was really nice.
It's true.
And
Veyert was there. Marouche from Red Hat was there. We had Andrew Newdigate from GitLab on that panel. So yeah, if you didn't see the OpenSLO 1.0 panel, or if you haven't checked out OpenSLO, definitely recommend that one. And 1.0 is a big milestone for the project. And of course, Christian Biedgen from Sumo Logic, let's not forget, who led the charge to add SLOgen into the OpenSLO. So a completely new project, sub-project of OpenSLO is there now too. And we had lots of pet pictures. It's been fun with the pet pictures. Okay, well, let's see. So SLOconf is over, but not really. So this is the last daily stand-up. The Slack is always there because now it's going to shift back into being our SLOconf Monthly Slack. So we'll keep the conversation going. No reason to leave or anything else. Probably the volume of chat will go down, but plenty of discussion to be had there still. Videos are still out there. The labs are still out there. So it's you can still SLOconf all year round. And schedule, here we are at the goodbye. This is it, the last day. Okay, so without further ado, we got to reveal the map. This is Alex Hidalgo's baby here. So thank you everybody for adding your locations. And it really, I mean, my takeaway from this is everywhere. You know, I mean, we don't have Antarctica on here, but other than that, I think we've been joking about penguin SREs, but look at the spread all over the world.
Awesome. Really, really
every
cool.
continent. Yeah, sorry.
I said it's really cool, and I'm so happy that we've been able to catch the attention of so many people with this schedule being the way it is, where you can join from any time zone and watch the videos at your own pace. I think that's helped a lot. So really great.
Yeah. It's a great point. I mean, it'd be impossible to run this conference in a way that was that worked for all these people. So thank you, everybody. And hopefully next year we'll have a map like this as well, and it'll be even bigger and even more impressive. So thanks, everybody.
You know, Kit, about the map, we've already established at SLOconf Monthly that not having anybody participate from Antarctica is within our air budget. So we're safe on that.
That is a very good point. Within the air budget. What would you say was it's 99 point something. You can find the number. People live not in Antarctica.
I think we have it in the Slack. It's something ridiculous, like 6 or 7 nines. So
there you go. So there's the map.
Pretty solid.
Okay, and then we still have recommendations for people who haven't figured out what talks to watch. Urza, you picked out 4 more talks. Tell me about these. Tell me about these talks here.
So yeah, these are 4 talks from the 4 different tracks we have for SLOconf going on this year. First one within the track of SLOs for everyone. Isabel talks about SLOs for the dog owner. I think it fits very well with the theme with all the pets pictures we had going on Slack. So clearly this will be a talk that I will catch a lot of SLOconfers' attention. Check this one out. And then we have Ricardo Castro within the SLO fundamentals track. And Ricardo talks about how to learn about SLO-based approaches from scratch. So this is very good for anyone, like I said yesterday, anyone getting started with SLOs. We have a bunch of talks that are very good for the people trying to get started or just starting their SLO journey. And then Shelby talks within the track of the future of SLOs and gives us an intro to tracing-based SLOs. Then we have Luis Parada, who explains to us how Farfetch is dealing with SLOs at their organization. So very different talks. All of them are really good. I actually checked them all out yesterday before recommending them. So I can highly suggest checking out those talks.
Are you a Farfetch customer, Urza? I could see you being a Farfetch customer.
Sure.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, okay, awesome. These are great. These look like great talks. I actually watched I watched at least 3 of these. I won't say which one I didn't watch, but I watched at least 3 of these and they're all awesome. So cool. Let's move on to the next one. So we have actually figured out which talks were most popular at SLOconf, and we wanted to call out and congratulate. You didn't know it was a contest, but congratulations to these 4 speakers for getting the top views this week. So congratulations, everyone. Well done. And if you haven't seen these talks, obviously, these are probably good ones to go check out as well. So anything to add, Urza?
I was just going to say that one of my favorite talks by Jennifer Robertson made it here. I suggested this talk on her, I think, on Tuesday. And I saw some discussion going on about this talk, about how I was talking about how not coming from the space, it's really nice to have talks that are not super techy, but just like explain how SLOs can be applied anywhere, which they can. And this talk is a really great start for that. So check them all out, but it's, really happy to see this talk make it to the top.
And there's some cool techie ones on here too. So this is where we can really go deep here with Flows at Scale, Disney Plus, awesome stuff. And the Sonotype and Logs.io, awesome. Congratulations to these speakers for getting the top marks this week. And we'll hope to have you back next year and we'll keep the contest alive. Okay, so what's next? So we want to give you some things to do after SLOconf. And the first thing we wanted to tell you about is, we have a pretty strict policy here at SLOconf, but this is really not a sales event. But we wanted to tell you about a webinar we're doing next week at actually the same, actually Thursday at 11 Pacific next week, where you'll be able to see actually Noble 9 live and get a demo of it. You've learned about all the principles of SLOs this week and got all the content. If you want to see a platform that does it and you want to check it out, please join us here. So I'll give you a second to put the QR code in your phone if you'd like. We also are going to show these QR codes and we'll share it in the Slack in a second. But anyway, that's coming next week. So please join us. I think it's going to be a really fun event. These webinars are always really interesting. And then I want to introduce Zach Nickens to talk briefly about SLOconf Monthly. And he's one of our co-organizers for SLOconf Monthly. So take it away, Zach.
Howdy, everybody. So, SLOconf Monthly is an extension of everything you know and love about SLOconf. We just get to do it every single month together. We host it through Zoom. You can participate from anywhere. We love to have, we have such a wide range of speakers in the past. We've had Dr. Jen from Google. We've had a race engineer from McLaren. We've had, I think Julie had a talk this week here. Julie Gunderson. I've done talks. It's a great place to see some really amazing, deeply technical talks, but also very deeply people systems talks, culture talks. There's really almost no topic that is out of scope for SLOconf Monthly because we can relate almost anything to SLOs. So we've had great talks in the past, but I'm really looking for the next great set of talks for the future. So our next meetup is June 8th, Urza. Is that correct?
Yes, it's correct.
So our next event is going to be June 8th. It's going to be wonderful. Come on out. If you'd like to participate, if you'd like to speak, hit me up on the Slack. I'm there in the Slack. Hit me up for any reason that anything you could ever want to do. If you've got an idea about a talk, please hit me up. I also want to plug that this is a great place for people who have not done a lot of speaking before, right? Like it's a very safe place. It's a great way to kind of sharpen those skills to talk about and have a conversation about SLOs. We've got a wonderful group of organizers. So we get a lot of crossover between our monthly organizers and the big conference. So I could not do SLOconf Monthly at all without my partner in crime, Urza. So she deserves a very big round of applause for making our monthly group happen. We also do a coffee hours every month. So in between our monthly meetups, we do coffee hours where there's no set speaker, where we all just get together. We talk about, right, hey, what's the latest big outage? What's in the news? What's in the reliability news? What's in SLO news? And it's a really good way for us to connect with folks. For SLOconf Monthly, we also have a set of global captains. So you've seen them floating around the Slack, engaging with people. Those global captains are there to help us make sure that we get content to the time zones where you are, because we know that it's not always easy to make the time zones for the live meetups. And so we've got a set of global captains. We're in the EMEA region. We're in North Africa. Where else are we at? I think we've got some folks lined up in South America. We've got some folks lined up in Eastern Europe. I've got a couple of people that I'm really turning the wrenches on, trying to convince them to join us from the APAC regions. So if you have any interest at all in participating, reach out to us. We want to do whatever we can to empower you to kind of bring SLOs and bring the SLO community to wherever you are, whatever time zone you're in. We'll give you all the support that we can give you. Learning about SLOs it's a great community. I have a deep love and appreciation for everybody here. But like we're all also in business, and this is a great business to be in. Like I'm doing tons of hiring in my org. And as soon as I see a resume with something about SLOs on it, I'm like, okay, move this to the top of the stack. So this is a great career accelerator for those early career people, mid-career people, career switchers. It's a great thing to be involved in. So like I know Kit said that they're doing a webinar. My organization uses Level 9 primarily around SLOs as code and open SLO. That's something that we're heavily invested in, is having an open standard for how we define SLOs. And so if you can get a look at it, especially if you're kind of on the edge, hey, do I really want to try and do this for a job? Check it out. Connect with us on Slack. Come to the monthly meetups. It's a phenomenal community. We will help you in any way that we can. All right, I'm gonna be quiet.
Zach.
That's my pitch.
Thank you, Zach. Yeah, it is amazing, this the monthly group and how it's grown, and the connection between the annual and the monthly to me is awesome too. So yeah, Zach, thanks so much for being a part of that. And we are looking for speakers for the next one, as Zach mentioned. So please hit up Zach and Urza if you're interested to speak. And just so you know, these are live. We do the meetups live, unlike SLOconf where everything's pre-recorded. And it's it's a really fun way to actually interact. The talks are short. We do breakout rooms and great networking. All right, so that's SLOconf Monthly. Now, here's the thing everybody's been waiting for: the swag. Oh my gosh, look at this. So, Urza, can you tell us about this T-shirt?
Oh, yes, the Slow Start T-shirt. So if you attended SLOconf, you're a Slow Start. So make sure to fill out the survey if you want to claim your swag. In that way, we actually know that people want the swag, and we're just not sending off swag to random people who don't want it.
Yep.
So let us know by filling out the survey. You also help us know what went good at the event, what you like. If there was something you didn't like that you would like different, it helps us make the conference better and the SLOconf monthly meetups and everything. So please take a moment. It's less than a minute survey. Fill it out, fill out your contact info, and you'll get this cool T-shirt. And please post pictures of it when you get it.
Yes, post pictures when you get it. Zach, what do you think of this T-shirt? You gonna wear it? Oh, Zach went on mute.
Yeah. So yeah, as soon as I get mine, it's going into the daily rotation. I might trade out the golf shirt for the SLOconf shirt.
Awesome. All right, people in the chat, if you like it, tell us. Listen, you gotta fill out the survey to get the shirt. It's really important for us to know that we get it. We're getting it to people who are paying attention. We'll share this all over the place too. So it'll go in the Slack. It'll go in the email and everything. So hopefully people won't miss it. But it's important for us to know how we did, and we want your honest feedback about the event. Meltzer loves it, so that's good. Okay, so 3 QR codes, and listen, even my grandma knows how to use a QR code now, thanks to COVID. So three QR codes for you to check out the Noble 9 webinar next week. Claim your swag by filling out the survey and join the SLOconf Monthly. So pull out your phones. Here, I'm going to do it too. I'm going to pull out my phone here. It's going to do the move. So number 1, okay, got it. Yeah, it takes a second. You got it. Make sure you do all 3, or at least do 2 of them. 2 of the 3. I won't say which one's most important, but get your swag for sure. You came to the event, you may as well get the swag. And also I'll say thank you to the sponsors for making it possible for us to ship T-shirts all over the world. This is I think we spend more on shipping than we do on T-shirts themselves. So anyway, that's it. SLOconf is officially over, and I do want to thank, in particular, Urza. Thank you so much, because even though she's my co-host, she's also one of the key organizers. So please, hats off. And if you can give her emojis in the general, I think she'd really appreciate it. And of course, the other people involved: Alex Hidalgo, Jenna Force, Andrew Ochoa, Frank Days, of course, everybody who's been involved behind the scenes making this event happen. It's been really a pleasure and an honor to be here this week. And thank you to the community, all 2,700 or 2,800 of you who came to the event. We appreciate you all, and we'll see you around.
Yes, thank you, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Urza.
I was going to say thank you, Kit, and thank you, the SLOconf team. Kit already mentioned everyone for making this happen. A big thank you to the sponsors. This event wouldn't be possible without you, and the speakers too. You made this event happen and created all the magic. So thank you. All the SLOconf is over the content is there. Discussions can keep going on. We won't delete any of the channels, the track channels. So if you in a week or in a month or in a year go back to one of the talks and want to create a discussion around it again, feel free to do so. That's why it's convenient for. So thank you.
The longevity of the content is the best part, really. Yeah. Because as I onboard new engineers, or I'm introducing new parts of my organization to SLOs, I'm like, hey, go check out all of this content. And that like lights a fire under folks. And like, oh, this is great content. Where does this come from? Sign up for SLOconf.
Yes. And it's short. I like that the videos are so short. So if you, just like you said, if you need to explain something to someone about getting started with the SLOs or the technical part of a SLO, so you can just find one of the videos that is between 5 and 10 minutes and send it to someone. They don't have to spend hours reading something, or all I recommend doing that too, if you want to get into the deep of it, or hours watching longer talks or discussions. This summarized it pretty well, I think. So yeah.
All right.
You.
Bye, everybody. Take care.